A battle at the pickup line. Omaha parents are expressing concern about traffic near an elementary school. Our Marlo Lendak is on your side. How parents are addressing the issue.
I feel like it's selfish. I feel like their only regard is for themselves.
I get scared when my children get out of school.
From 8 in the morning to 4:30 in the afternoon. The road in front of Florence Elementary School is a one-way street, but the do not enter signs are being ignored. And it's sparking concerns for parents of students.
Why aren't these parents taking this seriously?
They're not thinking about the consequences of other people and other people's children.
Desiree Byrne and Lauren Mayo say every day around 4 o'clock when school gets out, drivers are constantly driving the wrong direction down 36th Street.
You have children coming out at 4 o'clock. They're like dispersing and going in all different directions. And when you have cars coming in directions that they're not supposed to be coming, that is potential for disaster, in my opinion.
Within a 45-minute span, 6 News watched at least 7 cars go the wrong way down the road. And it's not the only issue. These parents say cars are parking along the one-way road, causing kids to cross without a crosswalk. Combine that with wrong-way traffic.
It is a huge concern, because what if a child gets hit by a car? Then what?
You can potentially not see a child running out from behind another car, and you could hit them, and that has life-changing consequences.
Since school started last month, 2 emails have been sent by the school's principal as reminders of pickup protocols. Lauren and Desiree say some still aren't listening.
What if your child is the one that gets hit by a car that's going the wrong way? What are you gonna do?
Now, parents I spoke with tell me they've reached out to Omaha police for support in enforcing traffic in the area during pickup hours, but their attempts have been unsuccessful. But after 6 News reached out to police this afternoon, the parent-teacher organization was notified that police will now have patrols in the area as much as possible. I still have not heard from police myself. In the newsroom, Marlo Lendak, 6 News.